So with the Prezi on the future crew roles or potential future crew roles, I actually changed my mind twice in this because there was more than one thing that sprung to mind when we were first told that this was something we needed to do. And so at first, the role that came to my mind was a costume designer, and then I ended up changing that to a, I can't remember the term of it, but a designer for the set designer, and then which I changed to the final one of script work, which was one of the first. That was probably what sprang to my mind before the others, but I think this is more of a short-term target as opposed to a long-term, but at the same time I think it's more of a realistic target. So what is a cruel script work? It's a very kind of, it's more of an artistic thing, and it's less technical, because I think I'm less of a technical person, and so I want to be working in a department where I'm more at ease. So I think this for me is just it's the very basis of the film. So I thought that even if it doesn't work out, it's nice to just kind of give it a go, and because there's been a few times throughout this year that I've been thinking about writing something or another, or coming up with ideas for short films, which I've then hold off on, deciding that I'll do them at the end of the year. So yeah, it's just something which I kind of want to have a go with, but at the same time, if it does work out, then there is this path which I can try and go into. So why do I want to do it? So there are a lot of different types of film that interest me, but it's a short-term goal of mine that I want to be doing over the summer. And like I said, it's been something that I've wanted to do over several months now. And also that it's more at ease for me because it's a less technical thing. So this is a case study of someone who's doing it. Their name's Stephen Knight. They're a British screenwriter who had been working doing scripts for many years, since 1993. And then from 2013 he ended up actually directing two films since then. He's also written and created his own TV series as well, which I think it's showing about, even not particularly saying that I would like to make a film with something that I would like, because it is that goal that I want to have it written, and then I can see from there on where it goes. But about having that lack of experience in kind of directing, but being able to move on, in an instant to something like that, which is it's a completely different job. So what's the typical career path taken? So what I would need to regularly write and rewrite scripts, then you'd send them off to people with the hope of hearing back, join some kind of course. Wouldn't have to be particularly a script work course, but if it was in the kind of same department, you can gain these contacts, and you gain it can take you down the right path in a different way, and also through just having the experience of working in some kind of film department can take you down that pathway. So then it would be to gain work with local companies. Like I said, not necessarily with the script work, but with something else. And then again, that's something that you can use experience from. And so we're still rewriting all of the scripts, trying new stuff to try and improve it. You can join some groups to enhance your possibilities, to see where you can go, how to make it better. Having all of this positive criticism which you can use to your advantage to try and improve all of your work, which at the same time you can use to improve your CV from having all of this experience with the different companies. And hopefully at one point you would, after sending and resending scripts out, you would hear back from someone, saying, would like to read over another script of yours, why you'd need, more than the one. Because often people they've sent in the scripts and they've been impressed with it, but then the people that they've sent them to have asked for another one to look at, and that there hasn't been one for them to fall back on. So it is a very kind of long-term thing to make sure you're getting the best possible outcomes with the time that you're putting in. So how can you start on the path? Very similar. You've got to have the right knowledge of it all first. So you've got to read a lot of books and gather a lot of screenplays, so you can then you can collate them, you can understand them, you can see how it's all done, and so you don't delve into it without this knowledge and suddenly get stuck in this trap where you think, I want to continue writing this, but I'm really struggling, and going into these script writing courses without having that little bit of extra knowledge. And so you would you'd attend the classes to gain help and talk to other people about it, and while continually practicing the writing. But doing this, you'd also build a network of people, both for the constructive criticism and both people who maybe be able to put you in contact with other people that they know, which would maybe involve somebody down the path in the same department. So then you rewrite everything so that in the hope that you can send off the best possible scripts, and then enroll onto a screenwriting course or something different, but then enroll onto a film course, but kind of down the line, and then enroll onto a screenwriting course later on, before sending the scripts out, which is the hardest part, because you've then got to to wait to hear back, and kind of like giving a CV to someone, you wait to hear back, but you might not. So all you can do in that time is make more stuff, make better stuff, hope that you're going to hear back, and just improve your general skills of writing. And so it's like I said, it's a short-term goal of mine, but at the same time there's this pathway that I can go down at the same time. Even I might not want to continue on with this in kind of a real major kind of career thing, but more in like an additional career thing, and so that it would just be kind of my own personal use of time writing all of these scripts and sending them off while doing something else in a different film department. And so it's kind of it broadens it all, working in a technical department and then also working in kind of the more kind of artistic department at the same time. So just getting better skills and better knowledge. So yes, that's my plan for this summer, to start practicing writing some scripts, and then we'll possibly see how it works, and hopefully continue on from there as well.
Excellent. That was really good, Archie, and I'm really happy with that. Has anybody got any questions for Archie, please?
What sort of who would you actually send it to? I mean, kind of, is there kind of, because you say kind of start sending you script out there. Would you like post them online or something?
I think you send them to more kind of more business sides of things, and so that they've got the experience and the knowledge, rather than if you were to put it online, then that would be more for the kind of the grouping of the network that you're involved in to hear back, get all the criticism that you can use to your advantage. But no, it's more it's more kind of business people that you'd send it off to.
Guys that handle the script.
Yeah.
I think you've got a very realistic set. Sorry, somebody else had a question. Was it you, right?
Yeah. Do any like universities do like screenwriting courses?
I think they may do some kind of screenwriting course, but it might be until they would offer a course which you can then use to kind of lead on to that. And so, like I said about kind of reading the books and the screenplays about that kind of analysis of film, and that they might offer kind of more studies of it, more kind of theoretical work. But I think there is very direct screenplay courses that you can use either at a university or somewhere else entirely.
I mean, I think you have identified several really, really strong ways of getting into this side of things. And the thing I like most about this is that it's been very practical, it's very pragmatic, it recognises the fact that you will need to kind of
That's kind of why I changed my mind on the other ones about having that lack of experience.
In that respect alone, actually, I think this is really pragmatic, sensible stuff. I also like the fact that you're looking at kind of additional things such as screenwriting groups and so on. Even something like the Lancaster Filmmakers Co-op, which meets once a month at the Dukes, will be an opportunity to bounce scripts off people to say, I've written this 2-minute film, I've written this 3-minute film, is anyone interested in what people think? That's a start. So, yeah, I mean, I think this has been really good. There are absolutely universities that offer BAs in screenwriting. One of them, for example, is UConn. Having been to UConn and seen some of their examples of their work, I was not impressed, but there are stronger options without a doubt. There are screenwriting MAs and BAs out there. I'll just make sure you do your research first.
Yeah.
One of the things with writing, those of you that do write, I'm sure know, is that you need to do an awful lot of it in your evenings and weekends and spare time. And that tends to be where a lot of it happens. But you're absolutely right that you need to be getting books on how to write it, getting screenplays, reading and making notes, what works.
One thing that I was sent recently, actually, there's a lot of my uncle's old, a lot of film stuff that he sent, because I think he worked on a few things, and so I've got all of this various work from different departments, and, so the screenplays, and also kind of the production of how they're trying to. I can probably bring a few of the things in. Actually, there's a big bag of all of this written stuff that is sent over.
We've got room to bin things up, so if you want to, please do. Actually, yeah. And in the books at the back there are a couple of screenplays which you should take away and read. Okay, yeah, any other questions for Archie there? Lovely, thank you. If you could stop that, please. And then, James, you're up.